fire can cool me up blazing. Me I be the one that bless me. Them bagger come can't taste me. Them bagger come can't taste me. Bad man, me I no say me a better than them. Them a call me yard, me a better than all. Bad man, me I never back down, stop.
What's up, wonderful, amazing, sweet, and lovely people? How are you all doing today? I hope you all have an amazing day today, and I hope you're not letting anybody steal your joy. Welcome to Mariam's Joyful Life. Today's a beautiful day. Thank you so much for joining me. You guys are so amazing. Thank you all so much for joining me. You guys are super amazing. This is another episode of Mariam's Joyful Life. I'm super grateful, super happy, super excited to be here. And I also have a basketball, you guys. I have a basketball right here. This basketball right here has a lot of meaning to me. It's the reason that I came to the US. It was my ticket. This opened the door for me. I started playing basketball. I didn't even know what were ahead of me. I mean, what was ahead of me? God help my English. I didn't know what was ahead of me, but all I knew was that I wanted to get better and be the best that I could be. And I wanted to go as far as I could go with this game. Every day I went out there and I worked hard and put in the work. You know what I mean? It was not easy, but it was worth it for me. It meant something to me. You know, it meant something to me. And I had to do the work that would make me good at this game. And I did. And that's why I look good too after having kids. Look at me. Look at me. Look at these muscles. It's because of the work ethic. This game right here. This game right there. It's really helped my life. And now my children are basketball players. So let's move the ball aside. Thanks so much for joining me today. You guys are awesome and amazing. So in today's video, I want to encourage some of you guys watching me today. I'm aware that a lot of people out there today are really struggling. Perhaps you're one of those people watching my video, or perhaps you've been following me for a long time and you just love coming back, watching every video I post just to keep up with my life and see how I'm doing. Thank you for being there. I see you. I appreciate you. I'm doing good. How do you think I'm doing? How do you think I'm doing? Thumbs up if you think I'm doing good. Anyways, I just wanted to make this video today. Perhaps you're going through a difficult time in your life right now, and maybe it's been a series of bad breaks and setbacks happening in your life for years, and you don't know how to get out of it. You have been praying, you have been speaking in tongues, you have been going to places looking for help, but still it's like the harder you try, the worse things get for you. You're welcome to my channel. I see you, I hear you, and I've been you. All right? Things are about to change for you. Everything is about to turn in your favor. Now, I'm going to give you guys some really valuable tips that helped me along my journey and changed my life for me. Number one tip: quit feeling sorry for yourself. Quit feeling sorry for yourself. Things are going to get better. But the more you feel sorry for yourself, the more you swim in the mud. By the mud, I mean the difficulty in your life. If you blame yourself and you keep thinking about the things you could have done right, the actions you could have taken in the past that perhaps would have led to a different scenario in your life, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Right now, just let it go. Let it go. It doesn't matter what happened in the past that brought you to where you are right now. All right? Blaming yourself, revisiting the past will not change anything. Just let it go right now. What you should concern yourself with is exactly what you want. What is it that you want? Do you have a goal that you want to see accomplished? Do you want to get out of that situation? Do you want things to begin to work out for you? Start thinking about how that looks like. How does that life look like for you in your mind if things worked out for you? What is it that you want? That's what you should busy yourself with. That's what you should think about and focus on. For me, I had to focus on what I really wanted. And the books that I read, and God was just directing the right people into my life, because at the time I was just focused on church, praying, prayer and speaking in tongues and going to church and asking them to pray for me, which, by the way, the church I was even going to, the life that the people were living, it wasn't really what I wanted. It was not what I wanted. They were not the kind of success that I wanted. I wanted better for my life. I wanted to be happy. I didn't want to blame people for my circumstances, because I know if there is anybody to blame, it's me. Whatever happens in my life, good or bad, if there is anybody to blame, it's me. It's the man in the mirror, the man I look at in the mirror, me. So if you are in the habit of going to places and churches where they are pointing fingers and saying somebody is the one that is messing with you, your boss or whoever it is, stop going there. Because you're not concerned with who's the reason behind your struggle. Your concern is to fix it, right? Is to fix it. And how do you fix it? You have to change your energy. For me, my energy had to change. My energy had to change. I prayed, I fasted for years for my life to change, for me to be able to get a job, for my work documents to be released by the US government. There was so much blockages in my life. I had to have an energetic transformation. And I know I've mentioned it in my previous videos, especially the recent videos that I've made. And some people are starting to think that, oh, Mariam is weird, Mariam is into stuff and stuff and stuff. Well, you can think what you want to think. But I know without a shadow of a doubt that the reason my life changed was because there was an energetic shift in my life. There was all these old energies that had to be released, blockages that had to be removed out of my chakras, my energy centers. So if you have been going through struggles for a long time and you're going through the same cycles, you have to change your energy. And that only happens through meditation. It only happens through meditation. You can pray, you can fast, you can speak in tongues, but if you're still doing it from the same belief that you've been doing it and nothing has changed, you need to change. Because I am the queen of speaking in tongues and meditating, and not meditating. I was the queen, and even today I still do it. I was the queen of speaking in tongues and praying and calling people to pray with me and fast with me and all that stuff, but nothing changed in my life. I felt better a little bit, but the situation was still the same. I was still looking outside thinking that somebody was from somewhere was going to come save me. And because I was placing my focus on things outside of me and people outside of me, my heart kept getting broken. Things did not change. Opportunities, job opportunities, even at Walmart and different places that I'm more than qualified for, I didn't get it. I couldn't get a job. I could not. There was so much blockages. Even on my YouTube channel, there was so much resistant energy and all kinds of negativity coming at me for so long. For years, it sucked. And I was wondering why. I started asking questions. I asked God, why is my life like this? Why are things happening like this? What is going on? I mean, calling these pastors and prophets to pray with me, they'll tell me to do this, do that. I did everything to the T, all right? Made sure every I was dotted. But guess what? Nothing changed. Because there had to be a transformation, an internal transformation. And what am I saying? You have to let go of the blocks that are keeping you stuck. If you're always feeling like God is punishing you, God is going to send you to hell if you do this, and you're always thinking about sinners, hell, and all kinds of stuff, and thinking about people doing demonic things against you, coming at you, and you're going to places where they are pointing fingers at the witches and wizards in your family coming at you and telling you to do things, and you've done everything they've asked you to do, but still your life hasn't changed. There's a lot of manipulation out there. I was manipulated for years. If I had continued the way that I was going, I would have died. That was the path it was very clear. In fact, it was already a done deal. Everybody watching me and the people around me and everything, they already decided what my fate was going to be. But you know what? I don't give up. Within me, there is an unshakable, unbeatable being. I couldn't give up. I knew my life was not going to be over. Because I didn't depend on those people who I didn't allow my whole being to depend on those people who I called on to pray with me. They were humans too. They can fail me. And they did. But I refused to die. I refused to allow myself believe that was going to be the end of me. I refused to give up. In spite of all the incessant disappointment and setbacks, all blockages, I couldn't get a job. I couldn't make money. YouTube that I was doing, it wasn't making me enough money to sustain myself or even go and get a place to live. It was not. But I was doing all these things. I was still serving the homeless. I was still going out there to feed people. I was still calling on people to support me. But in my own personal life, my own personal finances, nothing was happening. There was so much block. So many blockages. I knew that if it was about prayer and reading my Bible, I already did that, but nothing was happening. Calling on these churches to assist you, they'll tell you they can't help you. They can't help you. No church helped me. No freaking church helped me. So nobody's going to save you but you. I had to wake up. I had to start asking questions. Lord, why is this happening? They say if I call, you will answer. If I say in the name of Jesus, things change. Dance and shake and wake up midnight and pray. Nothing was happening. Nothing happened. But I was noticing some different dynamics happening in my life. I was noticing some energetic shifts. But in the physical, nothing was happening. I still tried. I would pray and fast and go out there and try to get the job. Nothing was happening. No doors. There needed to be an internal shift and transformation in my belief. I was placing my focus outside of myself, thinking that people had to change. Things had to move in a certain way in order for my doors to open. I didn't know that I had to experience an internal transformation where all of the blockages, the unworthiness in me, years of unworthiness, negative words and thought forms that were built around me, like I was stuck in a thought form of stagnation. All of those had to be broken. I had to be elevated. I had to be extracted out of that. And my belief had to change. And this did not happen because of my prayer and fasting. No, it happened because I started meditating. I became open. I was like, God, if there's anything you want to tell me, you need to tell me now. I've listened to the church. I've read Christian books. I've done all this stuff. I'm relatively good. I don't go out there trying to hurt people. But why is it that I'm still stuck? Why am I not seeing the progress that I should see when I put in the effort, not just spiritually, like I've been told, but also physically, but nothing is happening? What is going on? When I started asking these questions, I started becoming aware of numbers. The type of numbers I started seeing were like 777. And I hear that that's the number of transformation. When you start seeing 7, divine intervention. There's a new door, a new supernatural door that you're about to step into. And then it just made me realize that I am the soul. I am one with God. And that nothing can happen outside of me if it doesn't first happen on the inside of me. It made me realize that I am powerful beyond my imagination. That the Savior I'm waiting for is myself. That I had to become aware of who I am. Become one with my higher self. And when I started discovering this, and a lot happened that I couldn't even explain, but through my studies, I was being guided to study different materials, to open up my eyes to who I truly am. When I started studying, meditating, and mind you, I still pray, okay? I still speak in tongues, but I don't do that out of ignorance anymore, out of the fear of going to hell. I've been to hell. Spirituality is for those people who have been to hell, who are not afraid of going to hell, but who have been to hell and come back. I have been to hell. I'm no longer afraid of hell. So what am I telling you? If you're still stuck, suffering and struggling, things are about to change for you. You need to do things differently. You need to start thinking more about what you want. Focus on the life that you want and know that it is possible for you. All right? Know that you are worthy. You're already worthy. You're alive. You're here. You are already worthy. For a long time, I struggled with that. Like I was worthy. I felt like my worthiness was dependent on how much work I could do. How much I could show up for others. I didn't know that I was already worthy, even if I didn't exert myself too much and try to make people love me, do things that would please people in the church. So what am I telling you? Meditation was in the boy. Like I'm telling you, if you don't start, meditation will transform your life. For me, it did. For me, it did. It wasn't just about the prayer and the fasting and all this stuff, because that stuff is just religious for me. I could do that. But that didn't change my life. For years, I was still stuck. I always had to pick up the phone looking for people to help me. It was like they were helping me. The more they helped me, the more stuck I was. But at this moment, from this place where I'm making these videos, looking good, you guys, my life has completely transformed. I look at myself and I'm like, oh my God, look at me. I don't even pick up the phone. I don't even feel the need to even call nobody. But when the Spirit directs me to call somebody and I pick up the phone, I call them and I say hi, it's because they're needing me to pray with them. They're needing me to agree with them. Or there's something that I need to share with them, whether material or spiritual. But now it's not about calling people to beg them for help like I did for years. My life has changed because of divine intervention. Divine intervention. My awareness. I raised my awareness, my inner energies. And when I did, everything changed for me. So I just want to advise those of you watching me who are struggling right now. It's like you're living your life waiting to go to heaven. Hell, you're experiencing hell right now, and all you're thinking about is heaven. Baby, heaven can be here right now. This earth, you can enjoy heaven while you're here. Heaven and earth. The good that you're seeking is also seeking you. But you got to wake up to who you are. Wake up to who you are. You are the soul. Nobody has power over your life. I understand that you've been struggling for so long, but things are about to change for you. But how do they change, you want to ask me? I'm glad you asked. You got to change your energy. I have discovered that when you're experiencing all kinds of setbacks and disappointments in your life, it's because there is a blockage on your life, on your chakras, your energetic center. When you start meditating, even in the silence, 5 minutes every day, morning and night, when you first wake up in the morning and before you go to bed at night, just in the silence, sitting there in the silence, you can observe your breath. When you do that, you start doing that. That alone, you start noticing changes in your lives. Because when you sit in the silence, the energy of the spirit will start disintegrating and breaking down some walls. All right? The blockages on your energetic centers. Things will begin to open for you. I started doing that. But that's not the only meditation I do. I meditate with sound. Like the Om sound. Omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent God. I do that. That has a powerful cleansing effect that raises your vibration and your energy to the divine frequency and begins to break down every wall, every blockage on your energetic center and open doors and possibilities for you. I knew I had to do things differently. I didn't want to continue the way that I was going. Because if I had continued the way that I was going with praying and fasting and going to these churches and just that was it, my life would not have changed. Because I even noticed that while I was doing that, all of those people became suspicious of me too, because I was always in need. I needed help. I was like, what is it that I'm missing? I'm intelligent. I'm smart. I'm going out there to look for the opportunities. Why am I being blocked? What is going on? Since I discovered who I am, that I am the soul, that whatever I focus on, I merge with, that the people I surround myself by impact my life, whether I like it or not. I'm the average of the 5 people I'm around. Then I realized I needed to make a change. Number one, the people I was around, the churches and stuff, they didn't have the kind of life that I wanted. So I wanted to be around people who could inspire me, people I can aspire to be like. And I wanted to know more. I wanted to know more because I'm very interested in spirituality. I'm very interested in that. And that's why I have grown spiritually. I have grown. I no longer get upset easily. Things that used to upset me don't upset me anymore. I've lost this spirit of what they call attachment to people. I have to be around people to feel good. I have to do this. No, I don't. All of that needy energy in me disintegrated. Anytime I see any sign of it, like there's any seed of it springing forth, I go and do a meditation that just breaks it down. I don't want to feel needy. I'm already whole. So anything I want, I can call it to myself. I don't need to be, to be compulsive about stuff anymore. Life has truly changed for me. So for those of you struggling, I just want you to know that things can get better, but you need to change your mind. If you're going to a church where the people are struggling, you look around you, everybody's struggling, everybody's blaming somebody, the devil, for what is going on. You need to stop going to that church and look for a different church. There's so many good churches that you can go to. I can even recommend some churches. Elevation Church is a good church. My Limitless Church, where I go to, is a good church. There's so many churches you can go to. But if you're going to somewhere where they're always blaming the devil and they don't blame you and ask you to look in front of the mirror and decide you are the one who can change your life, when you raise your inner energies and start focusing on what you want. Quit feeling sorry for yourself. Quit thinking somebody from outside has to come save you. You are the savior you're waiting for. I had to be the savior I was waiting for. I knew that my life couldn't continue the way it was and I would get what I wanted because I want a good life. I love living good. I don't want stress. I don't want to argue with people unnecessarily or fight for stuff. No. What belongs to me and I call it forth because I am the soul. I am a child of God. I am one with God. I am loved. I am valuable. I'm already provided for. So if I can just embody that energy of being, feeling like I'm already the person I want to be, smile, and know that nobody can keep my good from me. I've told you guys a whole lot of things in this video. But if there's one thing you want to take away from this video is, number one, if you're around people who are always blaming the devil for what is going on in their lives, people are always complaining and saying, is that person, is that, pointing fingers, thinking that your problem is from outside of you, baby, you need to run away. You need to take responsibility. You can change your life, change your mind, change your thoughts, change the kind of people you're around. Start reading different books on spirituality. I can even suggest some books for you. The Law of One. I did study The Law of One, books 1 through 3. I still have books 4 and 5 to finish. I think I did study a little bit of those 2 books, but I have studied those. And then The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles and Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. I've studied those books. And I've studied the books, Living with the Masters of the Far East. I've studied a lot of esoteric books that were just revealing to me our inner self, our higher soul. I've studied those books. And of course, I've studied a lot of Christian books too. But my life truly changed when I became open. I started saying that there's only one God, and this spirit, this energy is always flowing through me, and that I can focus on what I want and refuse to focus on what's not working for me, but focus on what I really want and just look at it and give thanks. The energy of gratitude will bring your blessings faster to you than you could ever think. You got to know what you want, have a goal, know what you want. Because the spirit is always giving you what you want. And if you're by default thinking about things that are going wrong in your life, like I did in the past, I focused on what was going wrong and what was not happening in my life and how everybody else was making it. It was like I was looking at other people and saying that they were living ungodly lives. But me, I'm still this Christian, praying and fasting, but nothing was working out in my life. Comparing my life to other people who are obviously enjoying their lives and doing good, and thinking God hates me. There's something I need to do so God can keep blessing me. No, that was me causing my own downfall. The fact that somebody has something you do not have doesn't mean that you can't have it. There is an abundance of everything. But in order for you to see abundance in your life, you have to become abundant in your feelings. You have to start feeling abundant, seeing abundant. You have to know that there is no scarcity. Release every form of poverty consciousness and scarcity consciousness from you. Neediness and thinking I have to do this to be loved. Comparing yourself to other people. The blessings you want, you don't want it in comparison to others. You want it because it will make your life good. Because other people have it should give you hope that you also can have it. Not think that theirs should be taken away from them so you can have it. Because I used to think that. But I had to let go. I had to be open to the grace of God that is present. My life changed when I started meditating. And I started thinking about what I wanted, not what I didn't want. I started studying, reading about people who are already living the kind of life I want, people who knew some things spiritually that I wanted to know. And I was open and I was just being guided, And you are going to be guided too. Your journey may be different from mine. But I know without a shadow of doubt that whatever it is that you're struggling with right now, it can change once you start meditating and you start focusing more on the things you want. Reduce the amount of time you spend around people who are always blaming circumstances or other people for their misfortune. It's very disempowering to think somebody can stop you from your blessings, to think situations and circumstances can keep you from the blessings of God. Nothing can keep you from the blessings of God. Nothing. And no one. So you need to let go of that. Let go of that jealousy. Let go of that comparison. Let go of that limiting belief. And start focusing on you. Okay? I am loved. I am blessed. And spend time meditating. All right? And I also have a new meditation that I have posted for you guys. It's called the screen technique. This screen technique is going to help you extract all of the blockages known and unknown to you, in you. Whatever it is that you're feeling, if it is jealousy, envy, all of these energies are very low vibrations and they block you from the good that is yours by divine right. So if you want to get rid of all these negative feelings, even emotions that you stored up in you that are not benefiting you, that you picked up from childhood, if you want to get rid of these feelings of jealousy, of anxiety, of envy, and whatever it is you want to get rid of, I know a powerful meditation that can help you, and I actually did it for you on a video. Check the description box below, click on that link that you see and you'll find it. Okay, try it out and let me know how you feel. It's a very powerful technique and that helps me out a lot. Like, I've done it, and when I first came across it, it really helped me. I noticed the difference immediately, instantaneously, you know, from how I was feeling before I did the meditation. After, it was really good. So try it out. It's in the description box below. All right, click the link and get it today. Appreciate you guys for watching today. I hope this video inspired you in some way. like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, wonderful, amazing, sweet, and lovely people. I can see you now later.